Aaron Cantu here with Hector Tanajara. Hector, how does it feel to be fighting in your hometown, man?
It feels great, you know, one of the best feelings ever. My first fight here as a pro. Feel relaxed, feel at home. You know, I'm seeing everybody that I know growing up. It's always been a dream of mine too, to fight at the Alamo Dome. So it's a great feeling, you know, I'm motivated to get this win on Saturday.
How are you going to be able to channel your energy so that maybe a lot of the influences, fighting at home doesn't affect you negatively?
I've thought about that before. I used to think like, man, I'm gonna want to knock the opponent out that I fight, but I think by this time, you know, in my career, I'm already calm, composed, and Robert teaches us, you know, to stay calm and not listen to the crowd. So the only person I'll be listening to on Saturday is Robert. I'm gonna let the crowd get to me, and I got to do that to come out with the victory and listen to my corner.
Hector, I followed your career, man. I've been seeing you fight a bunch of times over the last couple years in Los Angeles and stuff, and I was at your last fight in Dallas, and it's amazing to see how much you've developed, man. Develop your technique, your skill, your IQ. Where do you feel you've grown the most?
Yeah, I feel my IQ. You know, the pros is way different than the amateurs. Every little thing matters. Every little mistake matters. So I feel like little by little, I think by now too, I'm becoming a more complete fighter, showing a little bit of everything. And my last fight, you know, it showed a little bit, and I hope to show more, even more this Saturday.
Yeah, you boxed nicely. You put on a clinic, man. Just the way you circled the ring, controlled the distance, controlled range. You have a really good understanding of how to do those things. It was really nice to see that, man. And I gotta commend you because you called out Ryan Garcia right after the fight. How realistic is that fight? Have there been conversations with Golden Boy about a potential fight against Ryan?
I think there has been. Hopefully this year that fight gets made. I see it happening within the next few fights, so hopefully 2020 it happens.
So you're still going for his head, right?
Yeah, I'm
you
still
still
going
want
for him, Devin Haney, any of the guys, you know, in my weight that are big or the easiest fights to make that give me a world title chance too.
And what do you think that you can bring to the table to kind of give them some difficulties as far as your style?
Yeah. I mean, every fighter is different, but I feel like both styles, I know their weaknesses. I know what they can do or how they don't look good against. So, I mean, when that day comes, we'll just have to wait to see how it unfolds and what I can do.
Do you believe that you'll be able to make guys like Haney and Ryan have to think a little bit more when they get in the ring with a guy like you?
Yeah, I believe that because, I mean, it might look different when they see me fighting a different fighter or whatever they've seen so far, but once they get in the ring with me, it's a whole different story. I know I bring different things to the table, reach, my IQ, so I know I'll be making them think a lot in there.
And then what did you make of Ryan's performance against Duno? It was a shocking first round knockout.
I mean, it was a good performance. He did what he had to do, knocked him out. I felt like Duno was just, I thought he was just going to run through him, and that wasn't the case, but he had a good performance.
Ryan has a unique, it's like a whipping style power. Like, it's so quick, but it has a good effect. So you recognize, like, the threat that he is, though, correct?
Yeah, I recognize the threat that he is, but I also feel like he opens up a lot. He has some flaws that whenever I fight him, I'll expose.
Good deal, man. And then last thing, because you know, I got to get your take because you're right in the mix. What did you make of Teofimo Lopez's knockout over Comey?
Oh man, that was a tremendous knockout. I didn't see that coming. The first round it was started off a little slow, but second round he caught him and he finished it. You know, that's how you're supposed to do it, and that's how you're supposed to win your first world title.
And now all roads lead to unification with him and Lomachenko. How do you see that fight playing out? Does Teofimo have a legit shot against him?
I think he has a shot, but I just think Lomachenko is just too advanced, too much experience. You know, he's seen every style out there. He's too smart, too fast. I think if that fight happens, Lomachenko would win. Last
thing, because it just comes to mind, a guy who's been outspoken about kind of discrediting and putting a bad light on Golden Boy. A guy by the name of Carlos Balderas just got knocked out recently. What is your reaction to him getting knocked out?
I mean, it's boxing. Anything can happen. I think he'll bounce back. He's a real good fighter. I fought him in the amateurs, and we always had great fights. But I think he's a real good fighter, and I mean, it was just one of those nights. He just got caught. It happens, but I think he'll bounce back.
Now he got caught with the left hook, but when he got caught, he still had his guard up.
Yeah.
He had his right hand up. So how does that still happen?
I think it's just like I said, when the pros, it's like the little things. You could have your hand up, but it could just a little, when they get past it like that, like, I don't know, just little things, you still get caught. Like, the pros is different. The gloves are smaller, so the protection is different. Just all the little things, all the little tricks you learn in the pros, you know, it's different than amateurs.
Yeah, and even when that Balderas had his guard up, Giron still threw the left hook like inside his guard, so it was right on the chin.
It was a real short hook. Like, I mean, he still had his hand up and everything, but the way he threw it and he
was
got
very
through.
accurate.
Yeah, it was real accurate. Like, he wasn't expecting it. He still had his hand up, but it's just one of those punches that he just got caught.
How do you stay away from that type of situation? How you not let yourself get caught and lax like that?
I would, if in that same situation.
Yeah. Guy trying to come forward, close the distance.
Yeah, I think I would have held him first, or kept my hand a little bit more on my chin. So even if you do block, it's still covering your chin right here.
Good deal, man. Hey,